Hello guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. At any time you might be watching this video, don't forget this is Musa GM, and today we are going to be taking a very important topic in mathematics, which is the linear equation. The linear equation. And before we continue with anything, I would like us to know what the linear equation is. And in a simple definition, let me start. A linear equation is an equation that the highest power of the variable is 1. That being said, so a linear equation is kind of equation whereby the variable there in the linear equation is always the power of 1. And now, for instance, we have a question here which is for example 1, and it says 2x is equals to 12. Now, looking at this, we have a variable here. And what is that variable? Yeah, you're correct. X is the variable, right? Now, since we have s as a variable, we have other terms used in solving linear equation. Now, x here is the variable. X here is the variable. And looking at this, we have 2 attached to s. So now, 2 here is the coefficient. Is the coefficient of x. That is to say, whenever you see any alphabet and a number attached to it, that number is the coefficient of the alphabet. Imagine we have 6f here. That is 6 is the coefficient of what? X. So that being said, let's start solving for what? This. Now, solution. We have how many questions here? We have close to 5 questions here, and we are going to solve them one after the other. And if this is the first time of you watching this channel, my name is Social JM, and all I do is to give you educative math tutorial to guide you and keep you on track. Don't forget to subscribe, like for more videos like this, and turn on the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you are going to be notified. That being said, let's go into it. Now, number 1, we have, let me see the number 1 question here. The solution to solve for x. That is to say, x is a variable, and thereby x is an what? Unknown. S is a what? Unknown. And now, so solution number 1, we have 2x is equals to 12, and in this case the next step is to what? Divide both side by 2. Now, we dividing both side by 2 means we are dividing both side by the coefficient of what? X, which is 2. That is to say, 2x is equals to 12. We divide it by 2. We divide it by 2. Now, why are we dividing? It's because we want x to stand on its own, because we are looking for x. You understand? Now, so this 2 here can cancel this 2. Then s now is now on its own, right? Now, 12 divided by 2 is going to give me 6. That is my final answer. Simple as that. Now, talking of number 2, look at number 2 question here. We have 5y is equals to 30. Now, so what do we do here? First of all, the same method we are using for the first place. We divide both sides by what? 5. Thank you. Now we have 5y is equals to 30. Divide here by 5. And we are dividing this other place also by 5. We are left with y is now equals to 6. So that is a very simple thing you need to understand. And now, for you to prove this, for you to be sure that this is your correct answer, since y is 6, now let's take back our equation, which is 5y equals to 30. Right, to say 5, y here is now 6, and since y is attached to it, means multiplication. That is 5 times 6 is going to give us what? 30. That is why 30 is same as 30. You understand? So that's that for that. Let's go to the next question, which is number 3. If you have watched this video to this side, don't forget to stick around. We still have more things to do, and after this we still have other part of this linear equation to expatiate on. Don't forget to stay to the end of this video, so you're going to understand every bit of it. Now let's go. Number 3. They say we should solve for z, and we have z over 3 is equals to 9. So in this case, I'm going to be telling you one particular rule, because one thing about mathematics is talking about rules and regulations that govern it, and all those rules are what you are going to be following in order to get the questions in the right proportion. And now, since we have something like this, now do you know that 9 is the same as 9 over 1? Yeah, 9 is the same as 9 over 1. Now, same when you have 6 is the same as 6 over 1. So any number on its own is the same as saying that number divided by 1. Now, since this z over 3 is equals to now 9 over 1, the next step to do is, whenever you have two fractions, note, when you have two fractions and equal to in between, you cross multiply. Very simple. Whenever you have two fractions and equals to in between them, you cross multiply. So this is a fraction and this is also a fraction with an equals to in between them. The next step is to cross multiply it. Now z is going to multiply with 1, which is going to give us z is equals to 3 times 9 is going to give us 27. And that's the final answer. Now for us to check, let's prove it. Now for us to check it, we are going to do what? Z over 3 is equals to 9. So why is it possible? Z9 is not 27. So 27 divided by 3 is going to give us what? 9. Are you seeing it? So that's what we are just talking about. Now let's go to what? Example 4. Now can you see some of the solvings we have done? Let's continue to example 4. Now going to the example 4. Example 4. Now what are we going to do here? Now we have x plus 2 is equals to 7. Now in this case, we do what we call collect like term. Now, because we want x to be on its own, and that's the main purpose of solving, we want to know that variable, which is an unknown. We want to know what it represents in this place. Now, what are we going to do? We're going to now be having x coming to its own side. That is, the ones that have alphabet are going to come to one side, and the ones that have only numbers are going to go to the other side. So now we have x here already. So x is going to be here equals to our 7 here. And now this our 2 here, which is a number, is going to meet its fellow partner, which is here. And when it's crossing, since it's having a positive sign here, whenever any sign crosses and equals to, it changes. If this is a minus, it's going to change to plus. So since this is a plus, it's going to change to what? Minus. Now minus 2. Now we now have s is equals to 5 as my final answer. Number 5. We have solve for y, and the question says 3y minus 2 is equals to 14. Now the question is now becoming more complex, and you need to apply what? Common sense. Mathematics is all about applying what? The common sense, using your wisdom, using your initiative, using your knowledge to bring down questions and break them down and also bring solution to them. You understand? Now we now have what? Since you are seeing something like this, it means we are going to be applying this other rule here, which is what? Collecting of like term. Right? Now let's go further. Now we are going to be having 3y is equals to, we put our 14 here. Then since this is a minus, going to meet this place is going to change to what? Plus. Now we are going to be having 3y is equals to what? 16. Right? So what are we going to do? We divide both side by 3. We divide both side by 3. So now we can leave our answer like this, which is y equals to 16 over 3. Or we can decide to change it to a decimal, which is going to be like this, using our long division method. We are going to put our 3 outside there, 16 inside. This going to this, we are going to be getting it how many times? 5. Then this times is 15. Then we're having 1 here. We put point here, we add 0 here. Then we have 3 here. Then the same thing applies. We are going to just be having recurring decimal. So y is so same as what? 5.333. So if you don't understand this long division method and you want me to make a video on it to explain it very well for you in details, don't forget to drop it on the comment section. Then just put it as a keyword, just write long division, and I will do you a very good favor to explain it for you, and in good detail, so you understand every bit of it. And that being said, we have come to the end of these questions and we have solved everything that concerns this question. So we are going to meet again. If you find this video very helpful, don't forget to give me a like, give me a comment, and also subscribe to see more exciting and amazing videos like this. Till we are going to see you again. Bye.